is my new book about building the confidence of a king. It's more than a book, it's a blueprint, a guide to help you rise, lead, and walk boldly in your purpose.
Baby, what's up? Y'all know who it is, baby. You know how I get down, baby. It's the one and only invigorating Duchess, baby. The new season of Afro Transparency. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, we bringing it. We bringing it this time. We talking real talk. We talking to our young black brothers. We finding out what's going on. We talking to everybody. So today we got with us Mr. Kelvin Cosby in the building, baby. Y'all know, author, leader. Hell. So what's up, Kelvin Cosby? Tell people about you, baby. Hey, wait, he sharp did it? Y'all see that? Hey, my boy stay sharp. So y'all see that, but let him tell y'all about him.
Nothing much, I just been, writing my books and starting my entrepreneurship. But I do want to say that I'm super proud of you for what you're doing and the way you've come. So kudos to you and hope that you continue to grow in all your endeavors.
Boy, that's why I keep people like you around me, because I'm going somewhere, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all already know iron sharpens iron, baby. Y'all should see the room. Y'all know Willie Johnson. Never mind. So, Mr. Kelvin Cosby, tell us more about what inspires you to write.
What inspires me to write is the need to give voice to real struggles and real victories. I write because I know there is people who will never step into churches or counseling sessions, but they'll pick up a book and see themselves in pages. So writing allows me to testify in a way that reaches beyond the walls. I would love to say both I'm an author and a leader. My authorship is an extension of my leadership. Words plant seeds, but leaderships water seeds through action and example.
That is true. That is true. And I know, knowing you and meeting you, you've been in my life, 3-4 years now. And one thing I could say about you, and I admire about you, is that you love the Lord for real.
Yes.
It takes a lot for a young man in today's society to dedicate himself to Christ like you do. We've served in 2 choirs together.
Yes, yes.
And I think that second choir had us on more of a schedule of, we had to drive, guys, like 45 minutes to be in the second choir we was in. But he was there, just a young black man, and just always on it and positive.
It wasn't easy, but yeah,
we were there. Praising God. So I say all that to say, what makes you so dedicated to God when there's so much of the world you could be entertaining, but you still choose God? In the main choir we in, it's especially around Christmas time.
The hustle and bustle. So I choose to serve God because I've seen what happens when you chase the world. It gives you temporary highs, but long-term emptiness. Serving God gave me structure, peace, and purpose. As a young black man, there are always so many odds against us. And I realized without God's guidance, it only come a repeating cycle. So my faith is not about perfection, it's about direction. And God keeps me grounded when everyone else wants me to be distracted.
That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
What would you say? I know that you are a leader simply because, y'all know I don't front. I put all my business on the front street. He is one of the men that really helps me with my last son, my 12-year-old.
Yes.
He is really one of the men that met him, stepped in, came right on in. Hey, text my son, try to show him the right way in the Bible. So I'm saying all that to say, not only with my son, I've seen him with other men, because every man doesn't have the fate that another man has. Everybody's on their own struggle or walk to get wherever they're going, But I'm saying that to set up my question. My question is, what inspires you to be more of a leader than a follower? I know what the name of your book is, something about leadership.
Yeah, so I have 2 books. One of them is called Unshakable, Building Life of Confidence. So that's basically a book about men, need to step up and, be the man that God calls us to be. And so that book actually comes out in November. I'm super excited to come out on my mom's birthday. On my mom's birthday. So,
all right, Kelvin.
So I'm super excited about that. It'll be my first book release. So I'm very excited. But to answer your question, for me, an effective leader is someone who can inspire, trust, communicate vision clearly, and lead both strength and humility. Leadership isn't just about titles or positions. It's about service. An effective leader doesn't just point the way, they walk the way. You make
That
tough
is true.
decisions, but you know how to listen. Above all, leadership to me is about leaving people better than you found them.
That is true. Now I will say you left me better than you found because you brought me some Skittles. You had brought me. I ain't trying to put that man because we had went and long story, but I was like we went to this restaurant. I was like, I want crabs, shrimps, chicken, beef, pork, and some Chinese. Right, and this lady was like, that'd be $34, $32.65.
I spent so much money that day. I spent
Okay, now that's cut. Back to the question.
Over $200.
No, people, no. Calvin, don't say that. Tell us what's the name of your second book. Don't say he's storing people. He did not. I'm just, y'all know I be making stuff up. He's storing. That wasn't the truth. Nah, but he did. He dropped that black card.
Nah, it's all good. But, I really just do things to, I'm really more of a giver than take, I like to help people in any way that I can. So it's really nothing to me. It's just.
Now that is true. He has a great heart, and I told him that tell him all the time what I love about him and him being such a young man is he has a great heart. He's more of a giver than a taker. But when I do cook and I be like, here, Calvin, I want you to taste it. He take my little food, but then
I love to
in
eat.
return,
I love to eat.
Talking about, girl, I cooked some jambalaya. I'm gonna send you a plate. So I'm like, oh no, he want to do a cooking competition. Calvin, we got to get on video and do a cook-off. You down?
Let's do it. I'm down.
All right, we got that. So tell us, you didn't say the name of the second book. So tell us, somebody leader, because I want to remember.
It's called Grind Hustle. It's about basically grinding.
Yeah.
It's about, we all have a grind. It never stops. We got to make money, We got to pay these bills. So,
I know I be selling. Y'all know I be selling. Yeah. Okay.
I wrote a book about men, and then the women were like, okay, what about us? What about us? So I had to write a book, about both genders. So it's basically about the grind.
It's telling women how to sell things.
It's telling everybody how to grind. It's telling everybody how to grind. However you grind.
Hey, I mean, look.
I ain't telling you what to grind. I'm telling you, we all got to grind.
Pay you weigh, baby. No, I tell them, girl, if you weigh 350, charge $3.50. Charge $5 a pound. If you charge $5 a pound. And you weigh 350, girl, your rent paid. Listen, I'm here to give advice, girl. Sis, look, I'm looking out now. But never mind, Cal. I'm giving advice too. I'm in leadership as well.
I know that. So,
that is perfect advice.
Yeah, I already know.
No, trust me, he knows. But on a serious note, have you ever read The Purpose-Driven Life?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God, I love that book.
And it was a game changer. The book reminded me that life isn't about chasing applause. It's about living God's purpose. Exactly. It challenged me to think deeper on why I exist and how gifts are tied to bigger than myself. Exactly. Even today, I go back and I need a reset because it grounds me in the truth. And I was created on purpose.
I do
for
too.
A purpose.
I have reread that book
amazing
so many times.
It's an amazing book. Yeah.
Yes. So tell us. Okay, so now I have to be serious. One of the things I was able to experience with you is tragically, I heard, unfortunately, that you had lost your sister in a tragic car accident. It hasn't even been that long. It's been like months. It hasn't even been a year, right?
It hasn't been a year, and actually her birthday is actually this month, so I'm going to travel to Louisiana for a celebration. But losing a sibling was one of the hardest seasons of my life. But, Scripture does remind us in Psalms 34:18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and he saved those who are crushed in spirit. And Romans 28 also says, all things work together for the good to them that love God. Carried me through it. So it reminded me that even in pain, God has not abandoned me.
Oh my God.
So to anyone facing this type of tragedy, I'll say give yourself permission to grieve, but also give yourself permission to heal. Don't isolate yourself. Find a community of faith and people you can talk to. Seeking professional help helped me because healing is both spiritual and mental. The key to mental health is also loss of allowing yourself to feel, not letting become a permanent address. So for me, it just was like, this is my new reality. How can I be help to somebody else that's going through this? Because for everybody, for me, you couldn't really tell that I was going through it. I was going through it behind closed doors. But, because I have strength and I believe in God and I know that, I was just thinking like, God is saving her from things that we're about to face.
That is true.
Like, look what we're going through right now with our current administration. So
yeah, the public, that is true.
So that's how I looked at it. He was saving her from the things that we're going through right now. You see what's going on. I don't have to go into detail, but.
And we're all working to get there. We're all working to get where she is. We're hoping that God sees us place his favor upon us and that we just live righteous so you can see her again. I could see my mother again, you know. But I definitely just wanted us to discuss people being strong and knowing that God will hold you. Because, child, I'm telling you, losing my mom, and I already know, I only have one sibling. Everybody know that. So when I saw that he had lost his younger sibling, that's a different kind of pain. Because, you know, you watch this baby out here. Hey, you want some cookies, you know? So now I got to, my baby girl ain't there no more. So I definitely wanted to highlight, you know, that, and you just speaking on that. Let you know I love you and I'm there for you.
Thank you so much.
I know, man, you my. And next time we go eat out, I'm just gonna buy it. Never mind. Never mind. But thank you for coming, Calvin. We appreciate you.
I hope to be on
some love,
hopefully I'll be on the next season of the show.
I don't know, because next season we talking about strippers and
y'all are.
We want to keep you real holy, Kelvin. We want to keep you out at the church. This ain't a very professional church show, but we'll pray for you, though, Kelvin.
Well, try to see if you can squeeze me in there a little bit.
All right, we put you in there. Next time, you got to tell us your best stripper story. Okay. You can't tell us your best stripper story from the strip club, Calvin. I love you. You're real positive. You're a good influence on society, but this is a dirty show. This is for dirty people doing dirty things. Honey. Ask Willie, never mind. So we will be back. Calvin gonna come back and see us. You know I'm just joking. You're welcome anytime.
I'm happy to be here.
He's coming back for a cook-off. Calvin, we're having a jambalaya cook-off. So, then everybody could taste. Okay, it don't even have to be jambalaya. You can taste, bring whatever you want. I bring whatever I want. We're having a cook-off.
Okay.
But his jambalaya do taste good. But it came out the box. Calvin know that jambalaya came out the box. Calvin said he made that from scratch. It was good now. And that was one of them nights where I didn't even cook. I was like, thank you, Calvin. But Calvin. It
came out the box. You think so?
Calvin.
You think so?
Boy, I know Zada Rams when I taste it. Boy. But it was good. It was good. But anyway, that's what we got for y'all today, baby. We got Kelvin Cosby. Y'all look out for his books. Y'all see that young man motivating and y'all want to give him a little change to give it to me.
Please
give him $5. Calvin, you better not put my money. He going to put it in the collection, please. Never mind. But, all right, Calvin. It's good to have my boy Calvin. We see y'all next time, baby. Y'all stay tuned on the new season of Afro Transparency. We're going to be shaking a little something, doing a little. Never mind. Cut. See y'all later. Bye.
So be blessed in the mess. No stress.